to heart is that we are now finding that a lot of our programs are multidisciplinary. It's not just that, hey, you're a rad nuke expert, I'm a chem expert, I'm a bio expert. We're looking at all different levels of expertise, to include expertise that doesn't really focus on any of those disciplines. For example, algorithms. You know, our best algorithm development efforts have come from people that, to be blunt, are mathematicians for it. They know nothing about what we're actually trying to do, other than they know how to pull weak signals out of sparsely populated arrays of data. They're outstanding at that. And we can help them map that into our space, so then we can get a really enhanced ability. Research problems by nature are hard, and we are trying to do the foundational work. I mean, if you're building a house, you start with the foundation. These are high-risk projects. Most of them will probably, I shouldn't use the term fail, because I make the claim that if we learn something, we've actually gained, but may never transition to a product. But then as we move up in the TRL levels, as we're getting more into applied research, more into device development, developmental work, we definitely want to transition those. And we want to make sure we have operators on board to work with our industrial partners to get it to design things in a fashion that it can be used by an operator, to be familiar with the with the mission space. You know, for those of you from the Coast Guard, having been on a few ships in my life, you know, actually doing this mission set prior to 9/11, it's really irritating when you get a device that is made, it looks really great, and then when you get done and it died, and you're pouring salt water out of the battery compartment. It's not a good thing to have. So simple things, we have to make sure that we can handle all of those things moving forward. So from the R&D side, I really am thrilled to be here, really looking forward that we can all communicate, learn what each other's doing. Please educate us on the technologies that you're working on. Please try and look at the big picture, so that we can look at maybe multidisciplinary approaches. It might mean on your part that you need to form some partnerships, but it's really, our whole goal is to provide improved capability to the operational components, to the operators. Our job is to make their ability to do their job better, hopefully reduce their operational burden. We don't want to have somebody who's focused on a screen all the time when he's in a dangerous environment, for example. So we are driving things through our requirements to really help the end user. And with that, let me pass it to John.
Yeah, thanks for the good segue. And one thing I just wanted to bring it out to the audience attention to. Rich does have some tricks in his bag, like BAA that recently announced, and some of the other ways that industry can reach. And I'm hopeful that he will cover either through the question or down in the presentation. John?
Yes, good morning. John Toddy, I'm the Director of Requirements. So it's good to go last, but some of my talking points have been used by our supported components here. But I did want to foot stomp a couple things that we're working on in requirements. And number one is support to our frontline operators, which was in the title of this session this morning. We've got a real focus of trying to get down to the operational level of our customers, and also when we're developing requirements, have agility to be able to recognize emerging requirements that may not have been there tomorrow or yesterday or last year. So we're working on trying to be more agile within CWMD. We have a lot of customers. Coast Guard, TSA, CBP, ICE, CISA, FEMA, partnering with S&T as requirements come into us as well as them, and Secret Service. So when we look at